How to survive an economic recession. A recession doesn't care about your plans, it doesn't care about your timeline. And it hits hardest the people who never saw it coming. I'm not trying to scare you. But right now, with inflation still biting, layoffs hitting every industry, and economic uncertainty everywhere you look, this is exactly the time to get your financial house in order. Not next month, right now, so let's talk about what actually works when things get tough. First, build your cash cushion immediately. In a recession, cash is king. If you don't have at least 1 to 3 months of expenses saved, that becomes your only financial priority starting today. Cut anything non-essential and stack cash until you feel a real buffer between you and disaster. Second, make yourself harder to lay off. This sounds harsh, but it's real. Recessions bring layoffs. The people who survive them are the ones who are visibly valuable. Show up with solutions. Learn new skills. Be the person your company genuinely cannot afford to lose. Third, cut lifestyle expenses before you're forced to. Most people wait until they're in trouble to tighten up. Do it proactively. Cancel subscriptions you're barely using. Cook at home more. Find free alternatives for things you're currently paying for. Getting lean before the pressure hits means you stay in control. Fourth, do not panic sell your investments. Every recession in history eventually ended. The people who panicked, sold everything at the bottom, and sat on the sidelines missed the recovery completely. Stay the course. If anything, recessions are when smart investors quietly buy more. Fifth, diversify your income right now. One paycheck is 1 point of failure. Pick up freelance work, a side hustle, anything that puts extra money in your pocket from a second source. Even an extra $300 to $400 a month changes the math dramatically when times get hard. Sixth, watch your credit card debt closely. In tough times, high-interest debt becomes a trap that's very hard to escape. Pay more than the minimum every month and stop adding to the balance. Here's the truth. Recessions hurt people who aren't prepared. But for people who stay calm, stay disciplined, and stay focused, they can actually come out the other side in a stronger position than when it started. So don't wait for the headlines to get worse. Start preparing today because the best time to recession-proof your life is before the recession fully arrives.